So around week 6, I had to call in the big guns, and I was not expecting to have to do that, but it happened. Let's chat. So today, Monday morning, this is Monday morning, starts week 13 of our homeschool. And if you know anything about Charlotte and Mason homeschooling, then you know that the school year is broken up into 3 12-week terms. So this is term 1. We are now today starting term 2. It is week 13. And we're going to review how term 1 went because this is my first Charlotte Mason term. I was not expecting to have to write that email, but let's go. This is how term 1 went. I have been doing a loose Charlotte Mason style with my youngest child since the very beginning. I always knew that that's how he learned best, but having multiple children, I really couldn't do that like completely because my other child had a completely different learning style and that was not going to work for him. So I had to kind of figure out a style that would work for both kids, and I kind of did a mix match with both of my children. So this was the first year that he's by himself. It's my youngest child. He's in grade 9, and I was able to really focus on him and how he learns best. And really all of that I have to thank Karen Andriola for. She sent me some of her books, and that really helped me. And she has become such a good friend and a mentor to me. I adore Karen. I do. She is just so special to me. And we email back and forth all the time. And she sent me a bunch of her books. One of them was the Charlotte Mason Companion. And I really was able to figure out how to set up my homeschool over the summer with that. So I set up the 3 12-week terms, and here we are. So we have completed term 1. So let's go over how term 1 went. Especially for you Charlotte Mason moms, I would love any feedback because I feel like such a newbie to Charlotte Mason homeschooling. Just let me know. How is this? Am I okay? So the first thing I want to say is it was a fun kickoff to the school year. I feel like it was really fun. I got to learn so many new things that I didn't feel like I would have got to do if I had done what I did with my oldest child and just kind of recycled it for him. Enrichment time has really been the most fun time for me, and I think for everybody really. So enrichments is really one of the big times that we have a lot of Charlotte Mason things. So first I want to say it was really fun and I've enjoyed term 1. I'm really excited for term 2. So now that that's out of the way, some of the things that we're doing for enrichments is poetry, and we collect these books by this publisher. I love this publisher. They have some beautiful books. It's Canterbury Classics, and they have a lot of these like word cloud books. These books are so pretty. So I got the Robert Frost book because that's specifically the poet that my son wanted to learn. And we are going to be doing this one throughout all 3 terms rather than a different poet each term. We're doing one poet for the whole year. It has the gold pages. I love when the pages have like something on them. I don't know. I'm a book nerd. This is a really great book. So the first term we studied Bach, and I feel like I learned so much about Bach, his family, his life, his music, his writing style. And I made a playlist on my phone that actually like hooks up to the TV, and we would just play it like all day long throughout the school day. And I feel like I can recognize him now easily. So that 12-week term of doing Bach was not just good for my son, but it was good for me too. I feel like I learned so much of that composer and that music, and now it's very easily recognizable for me as you know, just an adult. So we did, for art study, we did Rembrandt, and these were really interesting paintings. I really liked this. This is the Simply Charlotte Mason folder. Now we followed along in the Simply Charlotte Mason Enrichment Book 1. I've done a video on that. It's like a $20 book. It was like $20 or $24. And it's the lesson plans for all of this stuff. And it will guide you through what assignments to do what day. So it doesn't come with all of this. those, you buy each thing separately, but it's not that much money for each thing. So that's our enrichments. And enrichment time, I think, was probably my favorite time of the day. Now, for some of the assignments in subjects that were not Charlotte Mason, we are able to kind of make them Charlotte Mason, like the way that I'm doing with the world history. So we're also doing world history in a Charlotte Mason style. We have living books and all kinds of cool things. So here's what I did not expect. I have been doing oral narration with my son since he was, goodness gracious, probably I don't know, first, second grade. I learned that early on. He learned that early on. What he really struggled with was the connection between oral narration and written narration and narrating higher level books. And for the first 6 weeks, that was a real struggle. Like, you guys, like I got to a point where I did not know how much longer I was going to be able to hold out. I thought I was doing something wrong. I was like, I just need to ditch this. Maybe I just need to ditch it. Like, this is not working. And I almost broke. I combed through this book. You can see like all my tabs. I combed through this book. I took so many notes. I'm not even kidding, guys. I even bought the Karen Glass book, Know and Tell, all about narration. Like, yeah, this one. Sorry, it's like a really light cover. I bought this whole book and read it. And I tried every single suggestion and just nothing was working. So I finally broke down and I said, okay, I need to talk to Karen. So I sent an email over to Karen Andriola and I said, okay, I need help. And she guided me through what to do with my son. And I was so thankful, you guys. I felt like I was doing everything right. I tried all the suggestions that were in the books and nothing was working. And then Karen really helped me. She kind of held my hand and she just went through the whole thing with me and she was so sweet. Karen, if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate you so much, my friend. So we got through it. We got through the narration and now it just like every single day, like he's on it. Like, so yeah, we got through that. We got through that hurdle. So that was really my big struggle, but term 1 was actually a lot of fun. I loved it. Doing this Simply Charlotte Mason stuff is different because it's not written like the books that I'm used to. So that was different. It's definitely a totally different approach. I tried doing their spelling curriculum with my son. We just didn't like it. So I had the Simply Charlotte Mason spelling book. We're not using it anymore. I think we tried it for the first like 3 or 4 weeks and honestly, we just didn't like it. My son, both of my kids, they just like a spelling list and they just want that. Like that's all they want. And I said, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go back. So I'm not using the Simply Charlotte Mason spelling. That's okay. I'm all right with that. I had a feeling that may or may not work. So we ditched that. That one we got rid of pretty quick. I want to say after like week 3, we probably weren't using it anymore. I flipped back over to Phonetic Zoo and we're using List C in Phonetic Zoo and that's going much better, much easier. So next year I will probably use Abeka spelling. I'll probably go back to Abeka spelling books. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. He's a really good speller, so I'm not really like that hung up on the spelling stuff. So we got rid of that one. But yes, enrichment time I really enjoy, and I'm debating on in the enrichment, because in the enrichment book, volume 1, they suggest doing a Shakespeare play. I don't know. I'm still really caught up on that because I have my own reservations on Shakespeare. A lot of that has to do with the stuff that I've read and listened to from Kevin Swanson in the Apostate books and in his Worldview books. I'm not sure if I want to save that for grade 12 because that's when they really study it, is in grade 12 in Generations. So I don't know. I'm going to talk some more with my husband about it and make a decision later. it's not until term 3, so I still have all of term 2 to get through and think about it, mull it over. But I actually bought it because I wanted to look through it. So I don't know if we're going to do that together or not. I haven't decided, so we will see. I don't know. I'll surprise you guys. I don't know. So yeah, that's term 1. Term 1 was surprising. Surprising, but good, but not what I expected, but in a good way. All right. I will see y'all later. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And let me know down in the comments if you are a Charlotte Mason mom. Am I doing okay? Like, seriously. Do I have this? I don't know. I'll see y'all later. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy homeschooling.